You're listening to The Sports Moment. Part of the Sports Moments and Memories with Craig Olson podcast. Be sure to like and subscribe so you never miss a sports moment. Sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Lake Area Docks and Lifts, more than just docks and lifts. Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Well, it's that time of year at the end of the winter sports season when we start getting the all-conference teams and the postseason awards and all those announcements coming our way. And we have the all-conference selections for the Park Region Conference in boys basketball. And sophomore Kale Misagatis of the Henning Hornets is the MVP of the Park Region Conference. And he's got the stats that back up that selection, no doubt about it. First of all, he played for the undefeated conference champion Hornets, who are 14-0 against Park Region Conference opponents. And Kale is a third-time all-conference selection, despite the fact that he's only a sophomore. He led the conference in points per game with 25.3, assists per game with 5.1, three-point shooting percentage, he hit 46% from beyond the arc, and free throw shooting, how about 89% from the line? Yeah, that's pretty good. He was also second in the conference in steals per game at 3.1. So he's the MVP, and little doubt as to why when you look at those stats. Joining him as all-conference selections from the Hornets are Lane Dilley, a senior, who is a second-year selection, and junior Tegan Bjerke, who made his first all-conference team. Also, junior Logan Kostelecki was named to his first all-conference squad, and junior Noah Umland was an honorable mention selection. Other all-conference players, Wadena Deer Creek has Tesh Lohr, Peyton Church, and Kobe Snyder as all-conference, while Lyric Haug was an honorable mention selection. Pillager is represented by Christian Hoog, Parker Schaefer, and Eli Miller. Monaga's Bodie Burtonen was named to the all-conference team, and Carter Jetman was an honorable mention choice. Bertha Hewitt is represented by Preston Miller and Brady Rock, and then honorable mention to Kobe Hinsman. And Sabika's Jasper Hosey made the all-conference team, while Max Lake, a freshman for the Trojans, was an honorable mention choice. Verndale has senior guard Jaden Schulke on the list, while junior guard Carter White was honorable mention, and New York Mills has two honorable mention choices, Sam Kopweiler and Tegan Louston. So congratulations to the all-conference representatives from the Park Region Conference. Well, one of our sponsors is Pemberton Law Firm, and you can visit them at their four convenient locations around the area: Fergus Falls, Wadena, Detroit Lakes, and Alexandria, and online at pemlaw.com. Pemberton Law carries a legacy of trustworthy and reputable legal representation dating back to 1883. Lake Area Docks and Lifts ready to go for fun summer, and they know that you're ready to go too. Or if you're not totally ready, you're getting ready, right? Well, they offer premium waterfront equipment sales, service, and installation. Best quality and service at the best prices. Just ask your neighbor at the lake about Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
Lake Area Docks and Lifts, more than just docks and lifts. Lake Area Docks and Lifts.
The North Dakota State women's basketball team topped Montana 72-63 in the second round of the Women's National Invitation Tournament on Monday night at Shields Center in Fargo. And with the win now, the Bison are 22-11 overall, and they advance to the Super 16 round of the WNIT. NDSU will face off against the winner of tonight's matchup between the University of Minnesota and Pacific University. The date, time, and location of that game will be announced at a later date. Tonight's game between the Gophers and Pacific will take place at Williams Arena at 7 p.m., And Big Ten Network is going to carry that one. Minnesota and Pacific are meeting for the first time, with the WNIT appearance being the 7th in program history for the Gophers and Pacific. It's the first time in tournament play that they have met. Pacific comes into Tuesday's second-round WNIT game after picking up a 20-point win over Cal Poly in the first round in Stockton, California. So that game tonight at 7 o'clock, and the winner to play NDSU. The Minnesota Twins' quickly thinning bullpen depth took another hit over the weekend. President of Baseball Operations Derek Falvey announced that reliever Justin Topa will begin the season on the injured list with left knee tendonitis, and that makes 3 members of the projected leverage core at the back end of the bullpen: Johan Duran, Caleb Thielbar, and Topa, who will open the season on the shelf. And it looks like Griffin Jacks will probably get the closing role in the absence of Duran. So the bullpen, which was ranked the second best in Major League Baseball by MLB.com and the best bullpen in the American League, has now taken a few hits, and they'll start out shorthanded as the injuries have really hit here in the preseason. And, of course, the spring sports have taken a little hit with the snow here the last couple of days, so a lot of softball and baseball postponements. Golf tournaments aren't going to be happening for a little while. At least they got outdoors a little bit before the snow hit, unlike last year when it took several weeks for any kind of outdoor activity. Well, let's hope for a quick melt here and everything getting back on schedule in the not-too-distant future for all of these spring sports events, and we'll keep you posted on the progress of the spring sports teams as the snow melts and games are rescheduled. Well, thanks for joining us. That's our podcast for today as we near the start of the Major League Baseball season. We're only 2 days away from opening day. The Twins open in Kansas City with a mid-afternoon game on Thursday. Thanks for joining us.
You've been listening to The Sports Moment with Craig Olson. Sponsored by Pemberton Law and Lake Area Docks and Lifts. Produced by Sunroom Lab. Music by Blue Red Roses. Subscribe wherever you get your podcasts, and thanks for listening.